Okay. Hi you guys. So today, um I get you guys know I've been talking about mental illness for a couple of years. I also talk about homelessness because I've experienced it. Um and mental illness because my mom has experienced it and I work in that field. So today I wanted to talk about mental illness like abuse of people who have mental illness. Okay. The reason why this is so passionate for me is because I've seen it happen time and time again. Not only that, I've just seen abuse so many times played out. And most people think that it's just a whole laughing joke and it's a whole, they make so many jokes about it. I've seen it firsthand with dealing with my mother. And one of them was when my mother almost broke the internet. Because she had a mental outbreak. She had an outburst dealing with what is going on. Now, mind you, people who have mental illness do have certain kind of traits where they will have outbreaks. But I will tell you this, a lot of people who have mental illness are really suffering from dealing with COVID. Like, people don't understand. It's already stressful for us not being out. I keep saying that over and over and over again. Especially for someone like my mother, like she's usually out. She's out and about and she's moving. And yeah, it made me so angry that what happened this time. But she had an outburst, and I mean, people, instead of them finding out is she okay or anything like that, you know what the first thing people were doing? Recording, taking their phones, no human decency, just recording, record. We live in the age of recording. We don't even care about if someone is okay. We would rather watch somebody to die, to literally die, than to stand up and protect their lives and say no. Like, how is this even possible? How is this even worthy? How can we even go through life like that? So, um, yeah, it just really upsets me, dealing dealing with this, the society that we are turning into today. And if people quit saying, don't say it's the millennials, because I'm a millennial and I try my best not to do that. Now, some things you do have to record, but I mean, come on, help out your neighbor. There's gonna be a time where you're gonna need each other. Not there's gonna be a time we need each other to in order to make this better. We need each other to get better. So if you if you don't take that time to help out your neighbor, who's gonna help you in your time of need, or you turn your back on them? Just think about that. So yesterday I made a recording. I always record talking to my mother. Now, some people think that that's kind of slow and like, why are you doing that every single day? Well, I'm going to do that every single day because repetition really helps someone who has mental illness, not only with mental illness, but it just shows a lot of your character. I'm not a giving up kind of person. And I don't want my mother to give up just because she has her mental illness and she has an outbreak, or she's offended or upset someone because of her mental illness. Not gonna happen. It doesn't mean that I love her any less. That's just crazy. I had an email from a guy telling me, sorry you guys, I tried to clear it off a little bit. I had an email from a guy asking me, do I hate my mother because of what happened with my brother and sister and me? I'm like, why would I hate my mom? Like, if anything, I probably would get mad because she asked for help. Time and time, there it goes. Time and time again, she asked for help. It wasn't like she didn't know she had a mental illness. She knew she had a mental illness. She asked help from what we call our system, and our system didn't help her. So yes, unfortunate things happened the way it did, but am I upset? No. No. So yeah, anywho. So my mother is currently at if you guys have been watching, you know that she's currently been in a mental institution for quite a bit of some time, some length, since like I want to say like September. And I told you guys, I explained why I did not take her out at that time. Um and I just wanted her to get balanced. But I noticed that more and more and more, this place is not giving her the things that she's supposed to be getting, and they're complete lying. So yesterday I called her. They were saying that I couldn't talk to her because they have a new policy where she has to call us, whereas before she was not allowed to call anyone, only on 2 days, which was Tuesday and Saturday. At first it was Tuesday, first it was Thursday and Saturday, then it was Tuesday and Saturday. Now it's back. Then it was back to Tuesday and Saturday. So when I called her Sunday, which was yesterday, they told me that they could not give her the phone, that I would have to hang up and she would have to make the choice to call me back. So I'm like, where did this come from? Who made this stipulation? So I asked them. They were kind of hesitant when I was asking them questions. So I kind of figured it was maybe not the truth, because they told me so many things that have not been the truth. So I go and I ask, I'm like, when did this policy come into effect? They say, well, it happened a couple of days ago before the weekend. Now, mind you, I call my mother almost every single day. There's only been like 2 or 3 times that I have not called my mother every single day. And when I don't call her, my aunt calls her. So she's receiving calls every single day because that's what we want to implement. That is exactly what we want to implement to her and to implement to them. Like, she's not there by herself. You're not about to play her with no stupid games, because I've seen it happen. Okay. I work in this field. I've seen it happen. Okay. And even when you report it, people will say, well, why didn't you report it? When you do report it, it still gets turned down because of legacy people. I know this person. I know this can't be happening, instead of finding out what's going on. So with that being in mind, and I know that, I take the time to go find out and be my mother's voice, because no one else is being my mother's voice. That's why. So they told me a couple of days ago. So I'm like, what? So I called my aunt. I showed the video. So my aunt was like, that sounds crazy. So today my aunt says, have you taken measures to blah, blah, blah? They told me because they straight on some bull crap. They told me they got a new policy, and I asked them, when did it go into effect? And they're going to say about a week ago, which had to be a lie, because I talked to her every single day and that hasn't been going on, which has been going on a week ago. And I was like, exactly when? Because I talked to her last week. Just got off with her. I'm convinced they're trying to make her snap out. Exactly. I know exactly what they're trying to do. But like I said, this is a spiritual battle too. So I have been praying. If you guys have seen this channel or have been watching this, pray for your loved ones that are in those places, because you don't know what's going on. You have to check in. Okay. You have to check in. And then with us, they don't let us see her Skype. We do counseling sections over Skype. How in the world people who are in prison get to see their loved ones over the internet this way because of that time? Why is it that my mother, who's in a mental institution, who has outbursts due to lack of having that isolation, why isn't she able to make contact with the people that she's supposed to be, that she loves and cares and that she's around? It's not that we don't care. It's not like we don't have, we're trying to go the right way, but it's just, I know this is bull crap. So, which is abuse. Another thing that they had that really got on my nerves, the instance before where they told us that she was going in because they told my aunt that it was dealing with her heart and that they gave her too much medication. And then they wanted to revert it and then tell me that she had a slip and fall. And then when I called them the next day, the next group didn't even know what was going on, didn't even know if she was there. It was just so lost. No communication whatsoever. And then they tried to give me some bull crap. And then the case manager came to me days after and then tried to tell me something that was just out of whack. And you sit there and you're like, okay, well, maybe she's just doing her best because she's overworked. But at what point do you say, okay, enough is enough? When do you say that I know that you're overworked, you need to ask for help, but you cannot abuse your clients that way? You still have to have a level of care, and that's not what I'm getting. So this is why I'm recording. And it's also to give people insight that it is still help. Listen, reach out as much as you can. Reach out as much as you can. Mental illness is becoming a growing thing. It's not something that people tend to hide anymore because it's becoming rampant, meaning that more and more people are experiencing this every single day. And there are a lot of people who even have this and don't even either people who are misdiagnosed with it, or there are so many people who have mental illnesses and they don't get checked out. So yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and call her, and I'm going to also ask some questions while I'm there too. So you guys hold tight because I'm going to have to wait till she calls back.
State Hospital. Please listen carefully. Wait while I transfer your call. Richmond State Hospital operator.
Hi, I'm calling for 420 Unit A.
Sure. 1 moment, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is Julie. Can I help you?
Hi, is this 420 Unit A?
Yes.
Hi, I'm calling for Patricia Dean.
You know, I think she's asleep right at the moment. I haven't seen her since I've been here, and I bet she's in her bed.
Okay.
If I can have her call you in a little bit when she wakes up.
Okay. When she wakes up, what time does she usually wake up?
Well, she's probably just taking a nap. I don't know. She spends a lot of time in her room.
Okay. And then so what time do you know what time she usually gets up? Because she's gonna call back, but I think you guys finish at like 8 o'clock from calls.
Yeah, she can call up until 9. So
Okay.
I'll let her know you called. Your bell?
Correct.
Okay, if she wants to call you back, I'll have her call you back, okay?
Okay, so wait a minute. So when did this policy take in effect?
This week.
This week?
Mm-hmm.
Like Monday, today?
Yep.
Okay.
I got an email on it. Well, actually, I got an email on it on Friday.
So it happened Friday.
Yeah.
Not Monday. Because I'm trying to find out because it didn't happen. I didn't find out about this until Sunday. And then someone told me that it was in effect last week. So.
Well, like I said, I got an email on it on Friday.
Okay.
Okay.
So then she has to take her medication at 8. So I'm expecting a call around 8. Or did she take her medication before?
She usually takes it around 8, a little after, depending on where she's at in the line.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Miss Julie. I'll be expecting a call after 8. Thank you.
Okay.
Now, this is how I know that they're on some straight bullshit. But that's okay. I know I have to get my stuff in order like now. I've been trying to wait, but you know how people who have mental illness, sometimes they don't want to talk to people, and then they do. Sometimes their emotions are up and they're down. If you've been abused, listen, I was abused. When you're dealing with a narcissist and you've been abused, you can have the same outcome. This is why I'm explaining it this way, because my therapist had to tell me this, and I thought I was losing my mind. I thought I was losing my mind. But when you are around abuse and people are shifting your atmosphere, things can be so crazy. So I understand, how those emotions feel, but I also remember most of the emotions with my mother. Like, if you've been around a lot, someone who has mental illness and just kept up with them a lot, you kind of know their triggers. They can have newer triggers, but a lot of their triggers, some of the things that other people wouldn't see, you're going to kind of see, unless you're a professional or something like that. But my mother has been trying to talk to mostly everyone for the most part. Even though she goes in and out of her spells, she talks to us just to keep her mind going the same way. So, yeah. Secondly, I understand, listen, because, yeah, you can fall asleep. My mother usually does not go to sleep around this time. If you guys looked at the recordings, she will tell you for the most part, she does not go to sleep around these times because she knows she expects a call. She expects a call from us. So, yeah, look, yeah, that's just what it is. It's a lot. So I know for certain that they're doing some weird stuff. Then they told me Friday, and I shouldn't even explain that because now they know that I'm onto their bull crap. Because the one lady told us it was a whole week ago. Told my aunt a whole week ago. They told me it was Friday, but I spoke to them Friday. They didn't implement it. Saturday, they did not implement it. Sunday, all of a sudden, it's implemented. And then, yeah, so, yeah. Not cool. Not cool. Not cool. So yeah, it's really upsetting. It's upsetting. It's frustrating. Anyone who is going through this, I'm going to tell you, keep the going. This is one of the reasons why a lot of people don't ask for help, because they know that some people get, I'm going to say it point blank, some people get a kick out of this. Some people will make your life a living hell while you're trying to get help. Will make your life a living hell instead of trying to make the best situation to make a balance. And yeah, that's crazy. That's just really, really crazy. And I'm getting so upset to the point where because at first they said that she couldn't call out, so that means that she can call out each and every single day. You know, that doesn't mean that. So that policy that they made where she only could talk 2 days out, you know, she can only call 2 days out, is a lie. You know, that prison sentence that they gave her, now they're wondering, oh, she keeps saying it's a prison. That's because you're acting as if it's a prison. But anyhow, let me hurry up and get myself together, because I do have a client in about a couple of minutes, probably like 30 minutes. I have to get myself together for that. But I did want to say, you guys watch your loved ones when they're in there. Sometimes it's so hard to get them out of it. It's so hard. They ask for help, and it's so hard to get them out of it because they want to fund what they want to fund. They want to get what they want to get, you know, and they're not even looking at the person. They just thinking of them as a dollar sign. And if I can get this away and they're going to do this, I'm going to do that. Now, there are some people who really have good interest in there. Like I said, I'm in that field, and I promise you, I don't treat any of my clients like that. Some of my clients are more difficult than others. But listen, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Yeah, we all need to stay prayerful, but at the same time, watch your loved ones. Watch those, even those people that are not connected to you, that you know. Keep an eye on them, because people are real slick. If they think they can get away with something, they're going to try. They're going to try. But I tell you, it's not going to be with this one. It's not going to be with my mama. So you guys are going to hear a lot from me anyway. I'm going to get off of here. Hopefully something I said or done will help you on your journey. Please stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem. Bye.